The Freezer Killer, a twisted true crime that shook China. Prepare yourself for one of the most unsettling tales of betrayal, manipulation, and cold-blooded murder. This isn't just a crime story, it's a descent into the twisted mind of Zhu Xiaodong, a man whose calculated actions will send chills down your spine. It all began in 2015, when Zhu Xiaodong, a 26-year-old from a small village near Hong Kong, met young Liping, a young woman with a bright future. Despite their whirlwind romance, they were polar opposites. Yang was vivacious and full of life, while Zhu was quiet and unassuming. Within months, they decided to marry, a decision that Yang's father strongly opposed. Despite her father's misgivings, Yang persisted. They were married in early 2016, but their union would soon turn into a nightmare. Even on this joyous occasion, Yang's father felt uneasy. His intuition, it seems, was a warning of the horrors to come. Shortly after their marriage, Zhu convinced Yang to quit her job, citing his desire to move to Hong Kong. Reluctantly, Yang agreed. Their social media posts showed them as a happy, carefree couple, but cracks began to form behind the scenes. Yang became increasingly isolated from her family and friends, with Zhu controlling every aspect of her life. On February 17, 2017, Zhu Xiaodong walked into a police station with his parents and confessed to a crime that would shock the nation. He had killed his wife. Police were stunned. Just days earlier, Zhu had shared photos of himself and Yang smiling together on social media. When pressed for details, Zhu led officers to their apartment, where they found an ominous sight, a large freezer sitting conspicuously in the living room. Adding to the eerie scene was a camera positioned to monitor the freezer at all times. When officers opened it, they found Yang's body, frozen solid and encased in ice. It was clear she had been there for months. The autopsy revealed that Yang had been strangled in October 2016, approximately 4 months before Zhu's confession. This raised chilling questions about why he had waited so long to turn himself in. Zhu initially claimed the murder was unintentional, stating that he had strangled Yang during a heated argument after she discovered his infidelity. He alleged that he only meant to silence her and didn't realize he had killed her until it was too late. But investigators quickly uncovered holes in his story. Zhu had purchased the freezer after killing Yang and installed a camera to monitor it, allegedly to ensure that the body remained undisturbed. For 4 months, Yang's lifeless body lay hidden in the freezer, while Zhu carried on as though nothing had happened. As the investigation continued, a far more sinister narrative emerged. Zhu had planned the murder long before it happened. Evidence showed that he had purchased books about murder and body disposal methods well before meeting Yang. One book described how a killer stored a victim's body in a freezer for years. Investigators also discovered that Zhu had bought the freezer before moving to Hong Kong, contradicting his earlier claim that it was an impulse purchase after Yang's death. Eventually, Zhu admitted that his actions were premeditated. Zhu confessed that he had always harbored a desire to kill. He admitted to targeting Yang from the very beginning of their relationship, luring her into marriage to fulfill his twisted fantasies. He confessed that he had chosen Yang as his victim from the moment he met her. His plan was to isolate her from her family, move her to a place where she had no support system, and then carry out his crime. For 4 months, Zhu maintained the illusion that Yang was still alive. He used her phone to message her family and friends, reassuring them that everything was fine. On social media, he posted cheerful photos of them together, portraying a happy marriage. Yang's friends and family had no reason to suspect the truth. During this time, Zhu drained Yang's bank account, transferring nearly 150,000 yuan, around $21,800, to his own account, spending her money on himself and 2 other women he was secretly dating. Yang's father, devastated and outraged, worked tirelessly to bring attention to the case. His persistence paid off, and public pressure pushed authorities to reclassify the crime as premeditated murder. Zhu's trial in 2018 exposed the depths of his depravity. The court heard how he had not only killed Yang, but had done so with cold calculation. His defense argued mental illness, citing Zhu's alleged suicide attempts and erratic behavior, but the evidence of premeditation was overwhelming. The Shanghai People's Court sentenced Zhu to death. Despite multiple appeals, the court upheld the sentence, stating that Zhu showed no remorse and had carefully planned every detail of his crime. The judge emphasized that Zhu's actions, buying the freezer, installing the camera, and continuing life as usual, demonstrated a chilling level of calculation and lack of humanity. On June 4, 2020, Zhu was executed, bringing an end to one of China's most infamous murder cases. Investigators believe that Zhu was just getting started. Had he not confessed, they suspect he would have continued targeting victims, potentially becoming a serial killer. Zhu's story is a chilling reminder of how appearances can be deceiving. To the outside world, he was a loving husband, but beneath the surface lay a calculating and cold-blooded killer. What do you think of this case? Does it leave you questioning how well we truly know those around us? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Thank you for watching.